Let's go back once again, though, to some of the parents in Pupils in Soweto. We've got both Heidi, Giokos and Aviwe Mtila with us. Heidi, we're going to talk to you and some of the parents with the kids in just a moment. But Aviwe, I want to come back to you for a moment as well, because we need to talk about those parents who are unfortunately still not at school. They'll eventually get where Heidi is, but for now, they're still standing in queues trying to find a place for their children.
Well, it may be the first period for many learners, but these parents want their children in those very classes. I don't want to waste time, Gareth. I want to actually talk to some of them. I heard the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, speak about the online system, seeming to suggest that it may be working. I want to get the word from the parents so that you can hear for yourself some of the issues on the ground. So, Swam, I want to talk to you, just your personal experience, what has happened around the online system itself.
Okay, good morning. The online system, to me, it's not actually working, because we applied to 4 schools that are closer to our home, but the school that my daughter was placed at, it was not one of the schools that we applied to. We actually didn't know about the school. We've never heard of the school. It's 24 minutes away from home. And yet the school that I applied to, one is 3 minutes away from home, 3 minutes drive. The other one is about 5 minutes away drive from the school. So all those places were not granted. And we made an objection. The objection was unsuccessful. We made an appeal. The appeal again was not successful. I can read the response here. It says the school was filled by applicants who live closest to the school. Your appeal is noted. Your child could not be placed at the school because the school reached full capacity. Your appeal is unsuccessful. So I'm not sure what's the radius, because we live 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes away drive from the school. So how come we are not successful?
Okay. So your child, where is she now? What's happening?
She's here. She's in the queue here. She's not at school on the first day. And I also had another child that I applied for at the primary school, 3 minutes away, same area, and she was accepted. And the school that I applied at is opposite. How come she was not accepted? It's not making sense.
All right. This is one of the parents that the MEC of Education was speaking about yesterday, part of those 4,000 plus that made appeals. The consideration there was that those appeals would be considered. We heard how unsuccessful she was, even though she lives within 3 minutes in proximity to the actual school. We're outside the Ekurhuleni North district offices here. That's in Benoni, where the parents have come out in their numbers trying to get their children to school. Mama, let me come to you, Mama. What put you here? Inkinga, ma?
Inkinga yami baba ukuthi ngiregisterile online ngifunela umntana isikolo application yokuqala bangithumele eNaturen and mina ngihlala eThembisa. Angeke ngize ngikhona ukuthatha umntana ukusuka eNaturen eThembisa aye eNaturen. So ngi apply futhi ngi appeal like bangithumele ePitori manje. So iyona inkinga yami ukuthi umntana manje akayanga esikolweni because of the distance.
All right, thank you very much. Some of the issues on the ground, I know we're a bit pressed for time. I know my colleague Heidi Giokos is in Soweto. I want you to take a listen to what she has to say. Heidi, what's happening on your side?
Yes, Aviwe, it's quite volatile here and chaotic here in Pupils, Soweto. And the reason for this is because there's a particular school primary school here in Pupils that is not opening up. The first day of school with many learners wanting to start the academic year, but parents are refusing to let their children into the school because of how the school is dilapidated and the infrastructure is basically falling apart. You have hundreds of learners basically stationed outside the school wanting to go in, but this doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Let's perhaps try and get some perspective from parents as to what's really going on. Sorry, Mama. Sorry. It seems as though the situation is a little bit volatile. Sorry, Mama. I just want to get perspective from you. It's the first day of school. The children aren't being allowed inside. You as a parent, why aren't you letting them inside?
I'm a parent. I wasn't informed about what is going on. There's been no formal communication from the school informing us that there's a crisis. We are aware that there's a crisis with infrastructure, in the school, but the school could have made contingency plans. The problem is that there's lack of communication, either from the principal or from the SGB. And we feel this is an injustice to the black child. Other children are out there learning. It's the first day of school. They're enjoying their day in school. But we're standing out there and we don't understand what is going on. I don't think that is fair to the child. My concern is the learner. This is my grandchild, right? He woke up this morning, he's excited about coming to grade 2. But here we are, we're standing outside, and there's absolutely no information from the school about what is going on. The best that the principal and the SGB can do is to come out and address us and inform us what is going on and make contingency plans. There are so many schools in this area that with empty classrooms. Learners who are supposed to be in the dilapidated classrooms could be taken to those schools so that they learn. They should put the child first. The child is the priority here. It's not our selfish interest. It's not about people who are power hungry. It's about the child at the end of the day.
So you're saying it's about the child at the end of the day, but are you aware of the infrastructure challenges?
We are aware of the infrastructure challenges in the school, and we think that the school had ample time from November last year when these issues were brought up by some parents. But they've done nothing about it. That's why I'm saying that, yes, if there are no funds, if there's no budget to build new classrooms, there are contingency plans they could have put in place. There are no funds to bring in mobile classrooms. There are other plans they could have made. Relocate these learners to neighboring schools so that meanwhile education continues.
So are you comfortable with letting your child going to a school that's falling apart?
I am definitely not comfortable. But what I'm saying is that there should be communication. And most importantly, there should be action from the Department of Basic Education so that they prioritize these issues. Infrastructure issues, we know that they are common issues and they are issues that the department should be addressing urgently. But in the meanwhile, we're saying prioritize the child. Make sure that our children are safe. Take them to safe schools. Make a plan. They were aware of this before today, but nothing has been done. We can't be standing here now. People, they only planning and thinking and discussing what is supposed to be happening when they should have done this 3 months ahead.
Sorry, Mama, are you willing to speak? Why are the children not being let inside? Are you a parent? What's the situation?
We don't want our children to be let inside because we fear the safety of our kids. Last year we had the same problem concerning the school, but nothing was done because they promised that during school holidays they're going to bring the containers to the school. So they didn't bring the containers to the school. So we cannot risk the safety of our kids to go into the school because should something happen, any parent who's responsible? Who's going to be responsible? Is there anybody going to be responsible if something happens to my baby? You understand what I'm saying? So last year we had an issue, we addressed it. They said they were going to bring the containers, but they never brought the containers. Right now, the kids our children are stranded here. So there's no way we're going to jeopardize the safety of our children by letting the children into the school. Because really, this is not right. This is not right at all. Kids are suffering.
Yeah, definitely. Let me just move over and try and speak to another parent. Speak to me about, you are here, you have your children here. What is the plan? Because everybody's standing outside. It's the first day of school, but no one's allowed inside.
Actually, the plan is we need to get attention from the government, actually. We need to know what's going on. We need answers. Because we've been explaining this thing to them that the school is falling apart. Even the toilets are rolling, everything is falling, the ceilings are falling for the kids. So the kids are not safe here. So it's pointless for us to bring our kids into the school while they're staying. Their lives are still in danger. So we need answers. We need answers as in like now. So we're here, we need attention. Yeah.
And the kids are just not going to go into the school until...
No. We're not allowing them to attend because they promised us that they're going to bring the mobile containers, of which they haven't until now. So if they don't want to do that, then there's nothing that we can do. Kids are not going to the school.
Okay, thank you so much. So, Gareth, it seems as though the situation does remain quite chaotic here because parents are adamant that they do not want to let their children into the school. However, you have the one parent that we spoke to that said it's an injustice to the child. They're excited to go to school. They're ready here, and that is true. There are hundreds of learners standing outside the school trying to get inside. But surely the principal or the Department of Education in the province needs to address this matter.
And now that they've seen that you're live there as well, Heidi, hopefully one of them will make their way towards you soon, whether it's national government, provincial government, the principal, school governing body, anybody involved in the school out in Pupils. I'm sure you'll recognize that if you live in the area. Our reporter Heidi Giokos is there. She'll get answers for us throughout the morning here on eNCA. Heidi, thanks to you. Also thanks to Aviwe Mtila, sitting with parents who still have not found found place for their little ones. And yes, it is 8:20. They should be in class. Welcome to the first day of back to school for the inland provinces. It's not going well.